and we'll introduce so, okay, my name is God Golden UD, the golden voice on your radio.
And you're gonna call me Double V Vicky Vic on the EMR.
Double V Vicky Vic. You heard it now. Double V Vicky Vic on the EMR. And together, of course, we form a tag team. Something went down in Lafia, Nasarawa State. And I don't know. What was that topic again? I'm trying to find a coinage. There's a way that topic was indeed coined. Somebody killed Destiny, or somebody unalived Destiny, or Destiny murdered. I don't know.
Destiny cut short.
Cut short. Vicky Vic, thank you. Destiny cut short before they come for us and say you're using big words, some kind of words that we know social media not friendly, stuff like that, or NTTV, Destiny cut short. Who's to blame? Who is to blame?
Before they start looking for Destiny, who Destiny be?
Okay. before you start looking at who is Destiny now, let's get into the story. But now it is a very tragic story. So you might as well want to grab something, hold something, right? Because we also want to know what you think about it. It's a real life story. It happened in Lafia about 3 days ago, if I'm not mistaken, and it was told to me yesterday. And having listened to the story or heard the story, I thought that, look, we can deliberate on it. Welcome to the conversation. Let us explore the intricacies of human relationships today, right? Today we're looking at that tragic story of Madam B. I saw rest in peace though. She's a woman whose life was cut short due to circumstances surrounding her husband's family. So join us as we examine the events that were leading to her untimely death, and we're asking, Destiny cut short. Who is to blame? Okay, so this is how we're going to put a story very clear. Madam B arrived in Lafia, Nasarawa State, and this was upon the request of husband's elder sister, Auntie Linda. Now, despite their very strained relationship, that's talking about Madam B and Auntie Linda, they've not had a very nice, cordial, family-like kind of relationship. It's more like a cold war. You're living with someone, but you know that the two of you are not just their rap, are not rhyme. Some kind of issues they go on, underneath munu, some munu like that is just happening. But so you know that you're not in sync with this person, right? It's either the person would raise a voice at you when there is no need for it, or the person will just get angry about what you cooked. Just trying to find fault in everything you do. You just know that, look, hey, me and this person, we know just rhyme. But, it seems as though the husband, that's Madam B's husband, didn't quite, take note of this, man. He might just look at it like, a female women thing. So I cannot go put my mouth. Besides, this man respects his aunt a lot, Auntie Linda. He respects her, because she put him through school. Yes, so she put him through school, so he respects her. The man he has become now is because of what Auntie Linda had to sacrifice, for him to be that man. So he respects her a lot.
Instead of playing the motherly role.
Yeah, after they lost their parents, so that feeling, right? So even when he got married to the woman in question, Auntie Linda just allowed for it because he seemingly was strong about this woman and had this feeling about this woman, and he was already aging like growing. He was in his late 30s, entering in his 40s and stuff like that. So he didn't really pay much attention to it, right? But then, now that his wife is heavy, pregnant, about 8 months gone, Auntie Linda becomes nice altogether. All of a sudden, Auntie Linda is like, oh, my sister-in-law, I want to see you, and all of that. And even though the man had expressed some concerns, like Auntie, she's heavily pregnant or coming to see her, He said, can't you chatter a car for her? Chatter now, I want to see her. It's been a while, and all of that. And that's how she went to Lafia. That's Madam B went to Lafia to see Auntie Linda. And the first week, it felt like Christmas. Yeah? But of course, after the first week now, reality sets in. All of those Cold War attitude resurfaced again. And this led Madam B into a state of depression. So much so that monies that will be sent to Madam B will be colabid. There's no English word like that though. In other words, will be siphoned, will be part of it will be taken away, and then a meager part of that money will be given to Madam B. And Madam B will go back to her husband on phone. What's up now? What happened? I said 25k is what they said, and I need 5k for this. I need, and the guy will be like, but I sent it through my sister now. Didn't you see it? Well, apparently though, Madam B had a little ish with our account, right? So it is understood. So the man had to send through his eldest sister. Bottom line, the communication between Madam B and Auntie Linda became breached. The relationship between them became tensed. The air and the atmosphere became toxic. And Auntie Linda opts one morning and says, you know what? Enough of your troubles. I thought coming to see me was going to be a blessing, but look at what you're causing. You're causing a problem here. You're spitting everywhere in the house. What's your problem? Are you the first pregnant woman? And all of that. This is the story that we got, right? And then Auntie Linda travels back to Abuja, leaving her own home in Lafia, leaving Madam B alone, and coming to Abuja to see her husband, who happens, of course, to be Madam B's, to see her brother, who happens to be Madam B's husband. The situation got tragic. A bit of complication. Madam B was supposed to be operated on, and on the operating table, sadly, regrettably, unfortunately, Madam B met her demise with the baby unborn. Before the husband would get to Lafia, the distress call and everything, he had lost his wife. So we are asking the question, destiny cut short. Who's to blame? The destiny of that baby was not found out. Madam B, you don't know how many other children she would have had, what big things she would have done. Cut short. Just like that. Destiny cut short. Who is to blame? Are you going to throw your weight behind the man, Madam B's husband? Are you going to throw your weight behind Madam B herself? Would you say, oh, how can you see that you and your sister-in-law are not really going well, and you still decide to make that travel? Even if your husband had said, baby, try now, just try if you can, I'll chat the car and all of that. You had the right to say no, but no, you decided to still go. But would you blame her? Maybe she was just looking at it as a fresh start. Maybe this will become, the start of a new beginning between herself and a sister-in-law who happens to be Auntie Linda. Well, would you also blame Auntie Linda? Could there have been an ulterior motive behind the sudden likeness of Auntie Linda for Madam B? And why at the point of pregnancy? Why that time? Why not even wait for the woman to deliver first before asking to show your love and support for her? Or is it the man who has decided that maybe this is a women's issue, I don't want to interfere, and besides, he feels like he owes Auntie Linda so much that he doesn't have to, want to dabble into. And then who could have thought? I mean, hey, how can my sister hurt my wife? No, my elder sister, man, how can she hurt my wife? Though she is unmarried, she's not married, even at that advanced age of late 40s though, but hey, come on, she schooled me, she put me through school. Whatever I needed to go through the university, man, Auntie Linda was there. She played a motherly role for us, for me in particular. And that's why who I am today is thanks to her. You know that feeling. Vicky, I
Yeah.
don't know.
Well, it's actually a sad one for Madam B
Sure.
and the unborn child. But if I don't think the husband was that sensitive, yes,
Okay.
to not to know what's happening, because one way or the other, if she is not having that relationship, a good relationship with Auntie Linda, she should have still spoken to the husband about it.
Right.
Open up, communicate with him,
Right.
and let him know. But if you look at all this, I think I'll definitely put the blame on the husband.
The husband?
Yeah, the husband, because your wife is that far gone. She's in a trimester. Very due.
Very due. 8 months, man.
I wouldn't have allowed her embark on that journey
As the man of the house.
as a man of the house. Now,
No.
no matter how things will not pan out well, probably no matter how the situation was or probably is, I wouldn't have allowed her to go. You'd have waited. If you want peace to settle at that time, the naming ceremony, the birth of that child will reunite everyone.
can
Now
come.
you lost her, you lost the
the
baby.
baby.
So I think I'll give the husband that blame, because it to me, I feel that something is still missing that I'm not getting. But with all that we have on our table, I think I'll blame the husband. He is to be blamed. You should have allowed your wife embark on that journey, knowing fully well that complications might set in.
Right.
You don't know what is there out there. In as much as is your aunt, she was there in school, that you are the husband. You should have allowed her embark on that trip.
All right,
in the first
Vicky
place.
Vic says it's got to be the husband, though. He blames it on him. How could you let your wife even leave ABJ and go to Lafia in Nasarawa State? The Yorubas will say long, Lafia, far distance. And she was about 8 months pregnant, 8 months due, rather. And regardless of whatever it was, your auntie, your sister calling in a favor, asking to see your wife, it could wait.
wait.
Till naming ceremony. It could wait.
That's a classic. Exactly.
Let's have the baby first. But for me now, I'm going to just blame the Auntie Linda, honestly. As much as Vicky Vic is throwing the blame on, the man, I should blame the aunt, right? If there is no diabolic motive behind this, which I really, really, really want to
Doubt.
believe, I really
Doubt
doubt it.
it.
But if there is no diabolic movements, no munu going on the ground and all of that, I think I blame Auntie Linda. I mean, she took advantage of a newlywed couple, of a couple who are just in a journey into marriage, and were expecting their first baby. And of course, could this be as a result of bitterness? I have reasons to blame her, Auntie Linda. I mean, she's not married, over close to her 50s now. She's not married.
Like I said, if the husband did not allow her to make that move, Auntie B will not be given the opportunity to do whatever.
Auntie Linda, right?
Yeah, so Auntie Linda,
Linda,
rather,
okay.
will not be able to do that thing that she planned on doing, whatever it is.
Right.
She would have,
Okay.
because he himself will be blamed.
Right.
Okay. You're supposed to be spending more time with your wife. Okay, probably at that time, critical time, your wife is about giving birth. She needs all the care, all the TLC,
All the attention.
presence, everything she needs from you at that time.
We'll let out Space and Bills come back. Take your calls up until the end of the hour.
Eagles 102.3 Abuja.
Meet the Infinix Note 50 series, defined by pioneers who push boundaries. Its ultra-resilient armor alloy design gives you that slick, top-notch style. Unlock efficiency with intelligence of the one-tap Infinix AI and circle to search anything on your phone with Google. Need power and a flash, 90 watts fast charge, rapid from 0 to 100% in 38 minutes. Exclusive deals at authorized stores. Get your Note 50 now. The Infinix Note 50 series, Pro Design, Pro AI.
Eagles 102.3 Abuja.
Has anyone told you you can talk about your business on radio for just
20,000 naira?
Get a chance to talk your business for 25 minutes on The Entrepreneur. Mondays to Fridays, 3 p.m. on Eagles 102.3 FM, Abuja. For more inquiries, call 090-9984-4433. 090-9984-4433. Hurry now.
Eagles 102.3 Abuja.
The biggest education fair of the year is here in Abuja, the Double Dove Consult Education Fair. Join us on the 6th of May 2025 at Rockview Hotel Royal, Wuse 2, Abuja from 9 a.m. to 4 p.m. and unlock your global opportunities. Meet top international universities from Canada, the USA, UK, Australia, Germany, France, Netherlands, and lots more. Explore study options in Masters by Research, PhD, undergraduate, direct masters, and short courses abroad. Get expert advice on scholarships, student loans, and visas at the education fair. Entry is free. Register now. Take a step, conquer the world. Placing students for more than a decade. For more inquiries, contact us on
08052-738-542 or 081-3436-5369. Follow us on social media at Double Dove Consult. Thank you.
Eagles 102.3 Abuja.
Please listen to this announcement. Farex Borehole. We are competent. We are committed. We simplify borehole for your borehole survey, for your borehole drilling, or any of your borehole challenges. Call us on 0803 596 5170. 0803 596 5170. You can visit at Goshen Plaza, opposite Jabi Model Park, Abuja.
Eagles 102.3 Abuja.
Exactly 34 minutes gone past the hour of 10 on the AM side, and yes, it's still the General Open banter. I always like the part where it goes banter, you know, you're elongated, just elongated. But yes, tragic stories on here. A story about the demise of a certain Madam B in Lafia, something that happened 3 days ago, and it was told to me, and I thought we should bring it on here and talk about it. Destiny cut short. Who's to blame? Who's to blame? Who's to blame? Is it the husband? Is it Madam B herself, the deceased? Is it Auntie Linda, the Madam B's husband's aunt or sister, rather? Sister, blood sister, yeah. She was the one that schooled him, took him through school, the university and all, when they lost their parent and all. And now he believes that her brother owes a lot to her. Owes her a lot, right? And he also feels the same way. But it just happens that the communication between herself and her brother's, a younger brother's wife, has not been a very cordial one. Taken to school. Hello.
Hello, good morning.
Good morning to you.
Good morning, Vicky Vista.
Good morning to you. How you doing?
I'm fine.
Right. Your name and where you're calling from? Eunice, yeah?
My name is Eunice.
Awesome.
I'm calling you from Kudu.
From Kudu. All right, Eunice, talk to us. Who is to blame for this destiny that has been cut short? Is it Madam B? Is it Auntie Linda or the husband?
It's Auntie Linda.
Auntie Linda. Okay. Right.
Yes.
Right. Why do you say that?
She's the one that leads this woman to death.
Okay. Okay.
Yes.
Okay. She's the one that led.
And
Okay.
other way too. And I also think that this issue is spiritual thing. It's not physical.
Oh, okay.
Yes. Because something like this, if you know you are pregnant and for you to go to your family, like travel to village, it's not good.
Okay.
So somebody like me now, I want to say this, and if you know the family you marry, and if you check, you know that family, there is problem in that family.
Right.
You have to be very, very careful and be prayerful for that family.
Okay. Okay.
Because anything can happen if he said they are Aisha and her husband, before this will happen, God will reveal to them.
All right.
It's Auntie Linda that leads this woman today because, sorry for saying this, it's like they plan this thing so that if that woman got there, they will get her.
Oh, okay. Well, when you say
And
they
it
planned,
should-
who are the people that planned? Are you saying Auntie Linda and her brother, that's the man, or who?
That should be Auntie Linda.
Okay, she planned it with some other people.
Because
Okay.
the attitude she did in that place, show that there is something on ground.
Okay, all right. Get that.
Yes.
I get
And
that.
I also, this is lesson for us, we that we are alive and we are still learning. For you to just marry a family, you have to check the family in that community. What is going on? And then I need relationship with God in that community.
Okay. So that's
If
your way.
not,
That's
you
your way
have-
of checking
you
the
have
family.
to be prayerful.
Okay. So that's your way of checking the family. Go around asking about the family in the community. Is that what you're saying? Go around.
If somebody like me, if I'm dating a guy and that guy wants to marry me,
Yeah.
I will make sure that even if I don't ask, go there and ask the community. I will know
Okay. Okay.
through the family behavior, through the community behavior, everything. I will know.
Okay.
Unless I am not serious to handle that, but I will know. I will start praying that this community I'm entering, I'm not entering by myself. Let God take control.
All right, Eunice. Appreciate that one from you,
That's
though.
my own news.
Oh, yeah.
I
Get it.
won't take it in the name of love and over all things. I'm getting married and be regretting my marriage. I have to be prayerful.
Okay. Okay.
That's my own.
Appreciate. Eunice right there says, you've got to be prayerful. You've got to be prayerful. If you want to get involved with anybody, check it. Check. Make sure you check. In fact, for her, she's a very good judge of character. When she steps into the family, she'll just know. But hey, there are some families that would have masking tapes. Oh Lord!
But you won't even know.
you
You
won't
won't know
even.
that they're a real person.
You won't
until
sniff it. You won't even.
until you're in.
You won't even
You're
sniff until you're inside.
I tend to look at the angle that Eunice is actually coming from.
Right.
Because probably the Auntie Linda has an ulterior motive. But probably there will be a plan, because that means for the husband to allow her to go down, that means there is a plan. But I still don't want to even look at it that way. I just want to assume, I probably believe that this guy doesn't even know what's happening.
Right, right.
But if you know that this is your wife, she's heavy, couple of weeks or probably less than 2 weeks or thereabout, she'll be put into bed. You shouldn't stress her and stress the baby.
Yeah.
You shouldn't stress her and stress the baby. She needs all the TLC and attention that she needs at that time. Better still, Auntie B should be the one to make that journey to come down.
Because in the end, Auntie B finally traveled to
Bro,
Abuja
and
and
left her
left her
there.
there. So you see,
So
it's
that's
very clear.
It's very clear. So to me, I think, like I said, I understand where Eunice is coming from. Yes, her own line of action. But the man shouldn't, if he doesn't have also his hands, not part of it, he should have allowed her to make that trip. Not at all. Don't allow her to make that trip.
Okay, giving you the numbers now: 0908-766-8888. The other number 0907-353-0044. These are the numbers you can call to connect, this morning and let us into who do you think should be blamed. Is it the husband? Is it Auntie Linda? Is it Miss B, who happens to be, or Madam B, who happens to be the deceased, right? Leave your thoughts and comments via the WhatsApp portal number 0909-705-4450. And as well, be sure to connect with us via the television that we are hosting on Facebook and YouTube. Subscribe to the YouTube channel at Eagles FM Abuja, and keep in mind that the entire world is watching and listening to Eagles 102.3 FM Abuja. Oh yeah, I'm telling you on fact. That's on period. Hello.
Hello, good morning.
Good morning to you, my brother. What's your name? Were you calling from?
My name is Uche, calling from Akamoto.
Uche,
good
welcome.
morning, Vivi.
Good morning to you, Uche.
All right, talk to us, Uche. Yeah.
You see, in this scenario,
Yeah.
I want to lay the blame on the husband. Absolute blame on the husband.
Oh.
One, if you're married, if you're a man, what makes you a man is the ability for you to take charge of every situation, no matter how it comes. We are talking about your wife. So you comes first. Every other person, whatever role every other person plays, becomes secondary. And the role you play determines how any other person will come in between you and your wife or your family. That is why I am blaming the husband.
Okay.
This woman is heavy. You know that. And you also must have been following up. So you know everything. You have every statistics of her. So why should you allow her or let her to travel on that circumstance? You see the reason why? Sometimes people tend to blame the devil and others. We seem to hide the devil so much. Everything is not spiritual. I don't say that things don't happen spiritually.
Right.
But there are some certain control that we even have, even when it comes to spiritual matters. So you see, the man, I blame him so much over this.
Okay.
Because it is negligence on his part.
Okay.
If he has done what he's supposed to do,
as a
he
man,
would have prevented all of this from happening.
All right, Uche. Appreciate. Uche says, I blame the man. I said totally, like 100%. Uche is going by what Vicky Vic said. Vicky Vic said he's blaming the man. That the man has not performed his duty as a man. Regardless of whatever it is, he's got to stand his ground and say, you know what? I can't let my wife of 8 months to come and visit you, auntie or sister. Sister, come. I'll pay your tea fare. Even if it's drop you want from Lafayette to Abuja, I will pay it. Just come. Come instead. Hello.
Hello, good morning, my brother.
Good morning to your China. Welcome aboard.
How are you?
Very well. Thank you so much. Where are you calling from?
Vicky, good morning. I salute.
Good morning to you. I threw salute too.
Where are you calling from?
I'm calling from airport.
Airport. Okay. Talk to us.
I blame the husband.
Mm.
Yes, I blame the husband.
Okay.
You know, when if the woman tell the wife, the woman to come, she will think twice. She will think. Because, two of them, they not agree before.
Yeah.
She will think. And now she's heavily pregnant, 8 months.
8 months, yeah.
Have a barrister.
Right.
Think now. It is Madam Linda. She just supposedly killed this lady.
Right.
But I wait for her. I just pity her. I blame the husband.
Okay. So you pity Auntie Linda, but you blame the husband.
I blame the husband, and it is Auntie Vicky that killed that lady.
Auntie Linda, okay. All right.
Auntie Linda that killed that woman. Okay. She don't like her at all.
Okay.
She don't like her.
All right. All right.
She should have her brother to herself. Oh.
Right.
She should have her brother to herself. Or look for another lady for her brother.
Okay. All right, Ochanya right there. Oh, always coming with the knife. Says, now that you have unalived Madam B, make sure you can now have your brother to yourself. After all, you schooled him, Abi. So you feel like everything about his life now is yours. So carry him now.
I'm trying to see the reaction of that guy, seriously, knowing fully well that you lost your baby, you lost your unborn child, and you lost your wife.
I don't even want to imagine that.
Because definitely he made the choice of getting married to her.
True.
Nobody forced you, coerced you into it.
Yes.
So you had the opportunity of, doing that. I don't know. It's quite sad that because a man should be able to take responsibility for the actions of his home.
Vicky, I'll tell you, he lost a good woman.
Probably.
He lost a good woman.
He lost a good woman.
Honestly. There's some women who will not even listen to you, like 8 months.
What? Why should I even make a trip?
You will not even talk again as a man.
I'm sure maybe because just like what you said in your introduction, that probably an opportunity to make amends.
Yeah.
But man, I don't go make you move. You don't go move anywhere. I don't know what
man.
it is. How will you? That she even charter a vehicle. I remember said you charter a vehicle.
Chartered a vehicle. Took her to Lafia from ABJ.
And probably you said this happened about 3-4 days ago.
3-4 days.
Now you can
3
imagine
days.
how much they've spent to charter a vehicle down to Lafia or Nassau stage there.
Especially in this time.
In this time that we're in.
Country had. Okay, country had, and we are spending so much like that on.
Hello,
Eunice. Welcome back.
Yeah, this is Eunice calling back.
Okay, make it a quick one.
Okay, I'm sorry for saying this. What this man allowed the other woman to go, it's not that he don't want her. You understand? You know there is nothing enemies cannot do.
Okay.
They may leave this man mind before you know. He no go even know the time he asked her to go.
Right.
So he's trying to show love for the family. He didn't know that this will happen like that. This is wanted to happen to my brother's wife, and I know that it's spiritual things. My brother, while she's pregnant, I told my brother, allow this woman to born in Abuja. He said no, that she has to go to village. She went there, and I have to pray before this woman get back to the baby. So something.
Hello, Eunice.
You don't even know what is even happening to you until the thing happen before your eye will open. This is spiritual things. Others will like it or not.
Okay, Eunice.
It's a spiritual thing.
Okay.
Please, we should learn for this.
Okay.
Please.
All right. Learn from it. She says, please. This is a case of remote control. That's where she's coming from.
Eunice,
spiritual remote
exactly.
control.
Eunice, we are not disputing the fact that there's no undertone of spirituality in it, of course. We know. But, there's a process to all this, which I feel that has played out already before she had already made that trip. To Nasarawa.
Yeah.
There's already a process. There's already what I'm trying to get the right word to use now. Truly, Eunice, there is no way you cannot lay your hands on that. That there's no spiritual undertone to this. Of course, there is.
So
and before she actually made that trip, that has already been settled.
Oh, there's an understanding already.
Already.
The
Before
two
that is
parties have
settled.
had an understanding.
Exactly.
So it's not like it was out of strife or anything. Okay. Well, let's head out to the Facebook page wall and see for ourselves what message you have going on there for us. See you, Samuel Madala says, good morning, live here in Jos. Oh, thank you, Samuel. Right, thank you so much, all the way from Jos right there. You're watching live. So we get onto the WhatsApp portal now. Okay, where is this now? Can see this message right here. This one says, for me, this is coming from Joseph from Jahi, right? It says, for me, I blame the husband because he listens to his elder sister's opinion. There's a saying that if you don't have opinions, you have a slave. My dad used to draw my ear that anytime I have quarrel with anyone, I should always use very long spoon to eat with the person. My dad also told me that anything second coming is automatically dead. Auntie Linda is the killer. Nothing to compare with. All right. Okay, Joseph says, I think it's about hitting the nail's head on its head, or the nail on its head. Okay, thank you, Joseph, right there. Says it's Auntie Linda that is to blame. It's no other person else. All right, but let's see. This one here is coming from Tina, all the way from Lugbe now. Tina is saying, hi, UD, good morning. Good morning to you. And yes, Tina, there is a Vicky Vic here. He calls himself the Double V. It's the first time I heard that part, though. Double V, okay. All right. He says, how is it that just at the point of delivery, Auntie Linda had to travel and this woman was left alone to deliver without proper care? You call a heavily pregnant woman to visit you, and just at delivery you abandon her? How? The story is extremely delicate. I feel for the innocent woman, and may her soul rest in peace. Amen to that one, Tina.
Well,
amen to that one.
Dead people don't have feelings. She's gone. That's just the truth.
Right.
Well, we have some reactions here, actual reactions from listeners.
Right. All across the globe.
Exactly. A day from Kaduna, actually, I decided to start the last before the first. He said the lack of communication and support within also the angle of Madam B. I would have said, in as much as she's trying to reconcile, at the same time, if she had put her feet on the floor and I won't go to Lafia, the husband will force her.
Right.
The husband won't force her.
Ah.
I don't want to go. Come on,
Coach
Lily.
Vic.
I am heavy. I can't make this trip
Yeah.
because she is the one that will go into that same vehicle. She'll be the one that will actually take that step, enter the vehicle, and go out to Lafia. She'll be the one that will sit down in the vehicle. Will she be comfortable? How she's the one carrying that baby,
Yes,
that
yes.
feeling. So if she had put her feet on the floor and said, "Come on, I can't make this trip," let her calm down. Or when I am done delivering the baby and I'm okay, then I cannot make that trip.
Especially
Down
when
to
the
Lafia.
husband was not going to follow her even on the trip. But I
That's-
mean, it's
that's
even
also
senseless. 8 months pregnant. It's senseless.
Now
man.
you are seeing
It's senseless.
why the finger is pointing towards the husband.
Yeah, senseless, man. I don't know. Oh, come on, man. Senseless. What were you thinking? Come on. We'll just take this one, though. Hello, good morning.
Good morning, Yudi. Uche called back.
Okay, Uche, welcome back. Talk to us.
Double V.
Morning to you.
Morning. There is something I want us to reason. You know, people have been pointing fingers at Auntie Linda. But I want us to also reason it this way. Auntie Linda made a mistake. Why do I say it's a mistake?
Okay.
She might have no interior motive or intention, bad intention towards the pregnant woman.
Okay.
She may, quote and unquote, she may. So let's also think about this. This woman, did she make this journey without the consent of the husband? Who gave her that concept? Because a pregnant woman who is heavily pregnant to that extent cannot just wake up without the absence of the husband and just start going from Abuja to Nasarawa, check out the distance together with the bad road. And the husband came back. He didn't know the whereabouts of his wife. He didn't ask. The wife did not tell anybody. How come on? Both the dead woman, unfortunately, and Linda have part of her own blame.
Right.
But she may be innocent in the sense that she may have no interior motive of inviting this woman over. But it was the stupidity of the husband and the poor sense of reasoning of the late woman we are talking about here that led to this collateral damage that we are talking about here.
Well, I get that. Thank you, Uche. I don't know, Vicky. I don't know.
It's if you try to put your searchlight and really go into
deeper.
it, you will see a lot of things. But just like what Uche is saying now,
Yeah.
Auntie Linda might
May
not
not.
have
Okay.
an interior
Might
motive. But
not.
why will you leave a pregnant woman under your care and come down to Abuja?
Regardless of whatever it is that you guys
left
had.
and you came down to Abuja. So a lot of things still trying to, but it is what it is. The destiny indeed has been cut short.
Right.
The destiny of the woman
And the
because
destiny
only
of the baby. Oh,
because whether I like it or not, that woman might probably still be in her late 20s,
of course,
or early
That's
30s.
it. Yeah.
So let's
Yeah.
keep it that way. She still have a very long way to go, and she still has a tendency of still increasing population. Am I right?
Indeed.
So I think this is a big lesson to men out there, especially men that just got married. If your wife is pregnant, it is your responsibility to look out for her, especially the first, second trimester. Especially the first trimester.
Yeah.
You look at her very well. You take care of her. Her needs, her everything. You will be there for her. Mind her movements, where she's going to. Make sure you assist her in virtually everything. So the role of a man in the home plays a lot. It's not all about going out there, making money, decision makings and every other thing. Still make up, because if the man truly does not have the other way say and his feet is on the floor, bet you he won't allow her to even make that trip at all.
All right.
To Nasarawa State.
That's it. Well, Vicky said, if indeed this man stamped his feet on the ground, we will not have had this situation escalate to where it is now, and we would not have lost this destinies or these destinies. Imagine it's not just one person that passed on. We had the woman in question, Madam B, as well as the unborn baby, who could have been a prince, a king, a senator,
Our president,
the president.
or probably one of the JJs we have in this world.
Do you understand? But oh, come on! Did you have to add that part, Vicky?
Yeah, sure,
Just because. Oh, now he had to bring the sports angle to it. JJ, are you serious?
Okay, you want me to call Ronaldo?
Okay, you know what, Vicky? Vicky, no problem. Now you put a smile on my face on a topical issue as this, but it's something though. I get that. Yeah, you never just know what the destiny of that child would have been. Well, it goes back to Haas being careful and being very, very logical in our thoughts. When you're thinking, think with your heart and your brain and your mind, everything together. Don't just think with one, right? Because you might be swayed. Or when you think with all of them together, they give you the different perspective, view to whatever it is, and then you're able to make a very, very informed decision. Do you understand? Well, we will not go any further anymore, though. Can't go any further. You already know at 11 o'clock, Abuja Now, and that will be up until the 11:25 mark, or 11:30 if you like. And after that, some music. What can we say? Let's talk.